so pleasantly surprised to hear Section 230 to come up on this stream. I literally stopped watching on YouTube and started watching on Rumble right before I sent my message. Let's see who else can do the same. The ladies in the corner need to speak more.
Yeah, do you guys want to
honestly though
speak about Section 233?
Sorry, I'm okay.
What do you guys
said what needed to be said?
What do you guys think about like the French Revolution? Any thoughts on that?
Voltaire. No.
Foucault.
The hardest men to free are the ones who
I'm honestly not super informed about that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, don't worry.
No
respect for the humility.
Okay. Eric, can you pull up the Leonardo DiCaprio infographic?
Oh. We went on Noel's podcast about this.
Here we go.
So Leonardo DiCaprio, I believe he's 45. He consistently dates women between the ages of 18 to 25. He's not dated a woman, I suppose, as far as maybe he has just his long-term girlfriends anyways, that's older than 25. He likes young, beautiful, attractive women. And he's gotten some flack for this. So, and you know what's interesting though, we don't know the details of the breakups. We don't know if the women are breaking up with him. We don't know what's going on. Maybe there's people making some assumptions here that he's dumping them at 25. Maybe the women are just realizing that he doesn't want children, he doesn't want to get married, and they want to pursue someone to have a family with. So
you know what it could also be? It might become like a self-fulfilling prophecy where like once the girls start getting close to 25, they're like, oh shit, I know that he always breaks up with girls at 25. I got to dip.
Could be.
Break up with him before he breaks up with you.
Yeah, actually.
Defense tactics.
It could be. So, what's your reaction to that, Kiko? He's 45, dating women who are in their early 20s.
I know what Kiko thinks about this.
Kiko. Bang.
Or you know...
Kurt Cobain.
Yeah, go
Rage
ahead, Kiko.
I feel the times when men are older than 40 and are in a relationship with somebody underneath the age of 21 and it's a 1 or 2 off time, so be it, they met. But a man over the age of 40 who chooses to exclusively date 18 or 19-year-olds, I find that a bit weird. It feels like they want a power dynamic. It feels like they can't find a woman over that age because it's like, what? Oh, because the evidence that you guys say to me that why an 18-year-old is so much better to date than a 25-year-old is just, it lacks luster for me every single time. So if you want to go through the details again,
well,
before
we give our rebuttal, I want to let everybody answer. So your thoughts?
This is fucking weird.
Turns into American Idol, everybody.
Just like a guy who like especially if he's older and he like seeks out younger girls like that. Younger girls, sorry.
You're fine.
I don't know.
What happened to your gloves, by the way? I missed those.
I took them off. My fucking OCD kicked in.
Okay.
We love the gloves.
I'm here for them too, but like,
it's too much.
Yeah.
Got it.
I served a look for a while. I think it gave what I gave. And it's still serving.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, it's just weird. It's just weird to me. Like a guy who purposely seeks out younger girls.
It's like, it
why
just seems
is
like
it
you
weird?
Into the mic.
I don't feel comfortable talking about that.
That's fine. We'll move on. Go ahead.
I think it's weird when it's that big of a age difference, especially if they've like just turned 18, 19. I feel like it's a little strange, but I mean, he's rich and famous, so
if you weren't dating a guy right now, would you date Leonardo DiCaprio?
No.
Stop the cap.
I wouldn't either.
I wouldn't either. Yeah.
You so bro.
I wouldn't.
Come on.
I don't find it
I don't think you guys
attractive.
realize the opportunity a lot of women have to date or be with like
Leonardo
celebrities.
DiCaprio?
I'm not saying to say but like he's not attractive to me in the slightest. Like not even for the money could I do that. Like I value myself and my life. I would shoot my brains out probably a year in. So why even do it?
Okay,
With one of his 5+ guns.
I feel like so many women say that, but the reality is if they
happiness.
saw him in person and he was like, hey, how you doing? You'd be like, hi.
That's true.
You know?
I feel
will
like
say
you would
that's
just
true.
be starstruck. I don't think you would
Yeah,
immediately want to
you'd
like
be
jump on
starstruck.
them.
It
I
happens.
would not date him,
Hold on.
though.
Did you guys ever see that clip when Jeff Bezos and his girlfriend/wife ran into Leonardo DiCaprio? And
I did.
And he's like standing on the stair and she's looking up at him like,
I would
That
definitely.
like
Yeah.
that's what would happen to 99.9%.
You're not from here,
hold on,
are you?
Hold on. That's what would happen to 99.9% of women if they just happened to run into Leonardo DiCaprio.
But
You'd be starstruck. And if
Yeah.
he was like, hey, so like, what's your name? What are you doing later? You want to go grab a drink? Like, you're telling me you'd be like, no, I'm not interested.
And, well, on top of that, on top of what Chase just said,
No chance.
there's going to be a whole
Yeah.
entourage surrounding him, and you're going to see men going up to him wanting to get attention, women wanting his attention. You're going to see this social component of the fame, and you're going to find that, like, you don't even have to intellectualize that. There's something, like, women will see that and be like, that's the fucking man.
Yep. I would bet.
Like-
I feel like I've seen.
Bro, women.
I bet in a
Would you? I mean, I've
situation,
heard- What does that
in a situation
Yeah.
he's describing, I'd bet $1,000 every single girl at this table would, if he asked them
No.
out, would
Just
be
because
like,
you would do that for Kim
wouldn't.
Kardashian, it doesn't mean that we
Every
would do
girl
that
at
for
this
Leonardo
table,
DiCaprio. He's
every-
so ugly to me. Like,
No.
he's literally hideous. Like, money can't do that
He's
for
a
me.
good-looking guy.
He's not to
He's
me
a
at all.
good-looking guy.
He looks like a
Good-looking
fucking, like,
In
like
comparison,
the Lord
like-
of the Rings. My
He's
precious to
chubby.
me. Like, yeah, he's not
He
cute.
looks
His
like
head,
Gollum
chubby?
to you?
his head is
Chubby.
a walking bold.
Doesn't
He's
work
full of
out.
wrinkles. He's hideous in my opinion. Honestly, he's even when he was younger. Maybe when he was like in his like teens when he first
Titanic
started,
phase.
he was like a little
He was
bit.
a hottie in the
but, like,
Titanic.
So physical appearance
I didn't even find him
matters
attractive
quite a
then.
lot.
yeah,
I-
it does.
So
It
physical
really
appearance, he
does.
could be the
This
he
is
could be a
such-
literal
Yo, 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 yo,
A-list
yo, yo.
movie star.
Hey, everybody
And
in the chat.
It
Everybody in
matters
the
to me a
chat,
lot.
let us know if you think that they're capping. Do you guys think that they're telling the truth or
Yo,
do you think
cap
that they're
emojis.
capping?
Brian,
You
bring
can
in
Fact
Leonardo
check.
DiCaprio right
Me and
now.
Billy and I went on Michael Knowles' podcast about this exact topic, and we both said that we would not date him.
I have a great reason.
Stop the
Yeah.
cap. Wait, hold on, really quick. I just
Fact
got
check.
Eric, can you scroll
I'm
back
glad
up?
you guys are-
The,
Is your reason based on
Absolutely.
principle?
Yo, hold on.
No,
hold
when
on,
you
hold
get to
on,
me,
hold
I'll
on.
explain it.
I beat my Wi-Fi. Thank you for the 10 gifted memberships. That's a great name, by the way. I beat my Wi-Fi. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
You think that's a great name?
Is that
It's-
a pun?
it's funny.
Is that a
It's
pun?
funny.
It's funny. I beat my
It's
Wi-Fi.
funny.
Look at
Look at those caps.
Look at the caps. Look at the caps. Oh, there's a top
Keep
hat. in
spamming
there.
caps,
Oh,
everybody.
let's see more top
Spam
hats,
the
guys.
cap.
Ray Yarizbeth believes them. Everybody else says that they're capping.
They say fucking one of the most critically acclaimed actors of our generation, and he's a very talented actor, too.
Dude,
it's just every metric.
Every woman responds to status and power in a man. And no matter how principled a woman can say, that doesn't mean that she's necessarily going to date him, but there's something in every woman. When they meet like a powerful man with high status who is admired, who's like a charismatic guy, like women respond to that. I saw you shaking your head. You're saying no?
No, so I'll give the exact answer I gave on the Michael Knowles show. I understand why he goes for younger women. He can attract a lot of women. And I also see why he wants that type of women, because they're pure, and if he's able to attract, a new pure woman every 5 years, then why not? That's what men are attracted to. I would not date him because, well, let me go back to that. Since he keeps going through these girls, he's never going to have the traditional family. He's never going to have the nuclear family, and I think you find true fulfillment in the nuclear family. And I think you're here to create a family, and he's not going to find fulfillment, and I will not date somebody that's not looking for that.
So that's
I
fair.
understand that.
You're a principled woman
Yeah.
who has something that you're specifically looking for, and he doesn't want that, and so it's a no for you.
Mm-hmm.
But what I was saying, and what I'm asking if you're disputing, is the idea that you wouldn't at least be somewhat there wouldn't be a part of you that would be interested, like, wow, this extremely high status guy who the entire world admires is taking an interest in me. Like, that wouldn't excite you at all.
I've had high status guys reach out to me multiple times.
Check
Yeah.
any of our
But-
DMs.
Prior to you-
Exactly what I was
Check
trying to
any
say.
of our
How
DMs. We
about
have
pull
it
up the
open
DMs?
to us on every single
It's not
day.
as hard as you guys think. Like,
who-
we already
who-
have
who-
this opportunity.
I got
Hold on,
NBA
hold on.
players, NFL players,
Who
movie
at
stars,
Leonardo
UFC
DiCaprio-
players,
Say it louder.
Leonardo
UFC
DiCaprio's-
players.
fighters.
who at Leonardo DiCaprio's
Jujitsu.
level has hit you up though?
I had a
gotta
great
say
conversation
names.
with Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
but see, like a principled woman isn't going to be like attracted to Andrew Tate unless like she's into like the
I don't know
same
any
stuff.
woman who'd be attracted to
No.
Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate slid into your
I know,
DMs.
I know,
Ugly.
and shout out Samira Khan. We're trying to set her up as one of Tate's wives.
I don't want to get beat in my marriage.
One of my friends.
Wait,
Not
why-
on my list of
hold
priorities.
on. That's slander. Andrew Tate would beat you.
He seems like the type of guy to beat the shit out of his
Well,
wife.
are you
Straight up.
Are you basing that on?
So are you
like,
kidding me?
That's
Like, have you
fake
heard
news.
Are
anything
you basing
he says?
that on his like videos with his ex who wanted him to? Like,
No, on his
rough her up?
demeanor as a guy and the way he thinks about women and the way that he sees them. The difference between a godly man and a man who sees the value in a woman in his life is that, like you said, he wants to be a man worthy of submission. What has Andrew Tate done to be worthy of submission? He doesn't give off this sense of like, I'm a strong leader, both for myself, my community. I'm a stronger leader in religion. Like, there's just a lot of qualities that give off a strong man who's like a good man. Being a strong man isn't equal with a good man, and I just have never seen like any side of him that made me think that he wouldn't beat his wife.
He seems like a pretty strong man to me.
Yeah. So all right. I don't agree with like a lot of the stuff that Andrew Tate has said and done in his life. However, I will absolutely dispute the idea.
Sorry, Chase.
Martin donated $200. Ladies, the primary metric of beauty menus for mate selection is a direct correlative to procreative value. To give a man the best chance of carrying on a legacy, the desired woman should be as fertile and healthy as possible, i.e. youthful.
Marquavius, thank you, man,
That's
for the
what you guys say
200.
every
Facts.
single
So-
time.
Facts.
So Tate,
I want to finish my
go ahead.
point.
Yeah, you were
I
talking
wanna
about
finish my
Tate. Go
point.
ahead.
Although I disagree with a lot of the things he's said and done in his life, like part of the reason why he does attract a lot of women is because he is a strong leader and he is very protective. Doesn't mean he's like a good leader in terms of religion or like religious moral values and stuff, but like guarantee his girlfriends know, okay, if this guy loves me, he's going to protect me and I'm going to be safe with him.
I think it depends what women want, because something like, I've made it very clear I would never settle for anyone less than like a manly, masculine man. But I also appreciate the soft side of men where like they're hard to everybody else. It's kind of like the guy who's bad to like a bad guy to everybody else, but they're very sweet and soft for you. I definitely appreciate that side of men, and I don't see that reflected in him. Like I couldn't imagine if you're like crying, just personality wise, not really based off
Yeah,
his
but
takes.
you're also basing that off of what he portrays on social media.
That's
Exactly.
You don't-
that's
you
what
don't
it
know
is,
who he
though.
is
That's
behind
all we
closed
could base
that's
it
all
off
I could
of.
base it off of. If I met him, maybe I'd have a different take. I don't know if he's still in prison right now or not.
No,
but
he
aside,
got out.
He got out.
Yeah,
He's
if I
out.
ever make it to
Top G's out.
Romania,
Top
I'll
G's
hit
out.
him up. But like,
And let's not act like it's, we just see him doing a little bit of videos here and there. We've seen hour-long of him talking about his points of views and how he is as a person. So
Yeah.
we kind of do get to see, even if it is a facade or not, if that's a facade that he wants to take on, I don't want to be any parts of that.
I want to make it very
Yeah, that's
clear. I don't
understandable.
disagree with everything he saes. I'm not one of those people that's just like an Andrew Tate hater.
Okay, so let's bring it back to Leonardo
Yes.
DiCaprio.
Would you-
What was the original question?
So, well, we were reacting to this infographic of basically he doesn't date older women or women his age, and we were going around getting everyone's reaction to that. I don't know if you got to kind of give your take on
What
it.
was the question again?
Just basically, hey, here's Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh,
He's
what do you think of
45
it?
or something.
Yeah.
He's dating
I
women
mean-
in their early 20s, basically.
Love is love. I'm not judging, but,
But you wouldn't date him.
I wouldn't date him.
Okay.
I wouldn't.
Even
date
if
him.
you're single.
Even if I
Yeah.
was single, I don't.
Leonardo
think I would
steps
date
to
him.
you is
I'm
like-
18. He's what, 45? I know
Yeah.
he goes for girls my
his
age,
last
but
girlfriend was 19. You're right.
but
there.
I don't go for guys that are 45. So.
Rip. Sorry. RIP's in the chat for Leonardo DiCaprio.
So all right.
But
so
yeah, like again, like no judgment. Like is it right? I don't think it's completely right, but
Why is that?
because that's like dating my father. My father's 47.
Well, no, but that would be incest. You're not related to Leonardo DiCaprio
Yeah,
unless there's
No,
something
in the
you want
age
to tell
group.
us.
You know what I mean? Like in the same age group.
What's
Okay,
the oldest
there's-
you would date?
Probably like 22, 23.
What's the oldest everyone here
Yeah,
would
I
date?
was
I'm
gonna
very
say,
curious
let's-
about
that's
it.
a good question,
No matter
Deborah.
of fact, where's
30
everyone from?
30 to 35, 30 probably.
And you're 23?
Yeah.
Yeah.
wait, you had an issue with that the last time we were on the show.
I'm 23 years old. I'm not 18.
I know,
That's
but
a
you were
5-year
you were
difference.
saying guys in their like 30s to mid 30s.
I said 30s plus-
who had interest in 18 to like 25-year-old
I
girls.
never said that.
Yeah, it was like 23, 25. That was your
I
range.
never said that.
Yes,
I
you
said
did.
I said 30-plus-year-old men who consistently only date 18 and 19-year-olds. My whole point has always been under 21.
It was early 20s as well.
It's my my point has always been under 21. I've had this belief for a very long time. And when you tell me that I misspoke what you said, I agree with you. So I'm telling you right now, maybe if there were 60, yeah, I said it's weird if she's 23,
Hey.
but 30 plus.
It was specific. Yeah,
No.
it was specifically
I would
30
never
plus
say a
into
5-year.
18 to early
I would
20s.
never say a 5-year age gap is weird. So don't put words in my fucking mouth.
I'm not. We could
Okay?
pull up the footage. We could pull it up.
I just got a beautiful chat. Thank you so much.
What does it
He
say
said,
there?
one day I'm sure you're going to find your Bashert, which is in
Here, pull it
Judaism,
up.
like your soulmate. And Kol Kavod, good job, Am Yisrael Chai, long live Israel. And then it's like, blessings to God. Yeah.
Okay.
God bless. I speak Hebrew.
Cars in Depth, thank you for the $100 super chat.
Toda rabba.
It is a great mitzvah for you to donate that to us. So, l'chaim.
I got an interesting question to kind of reframe things for the ladies. Okay, we know your guys' answers. For you two, I know that you're committed to your boyfriend. You probably love him a lot. Imagine that you were single. Imagine Leonardo DiCaprio had this conversion, and he was like, I'm going to be a Christian, or I'm going to be Jewish. And then he comes upon you guys, and he's like, hey, I don't want to keep dating around anymore. I want to get married and have a family. Would you guys be open to it with a guy like Leonardo DiCaprio? No?
Well, personally, I think he's also been with too many women for me, and publicly, that's just something I'm not a fan of. But he's also just not my type. I've had opportunities to date successful guys if I wanted to, but I want somebody on my level in a sense, who makes me be better, but also my oldest, I have a hard time talking to a guy that's 30 or older. It just feels too old for me. I think there's a generational difference nowadays. It's not just age. There's we have iPhones. We grew up with iPhones. They didn't have internet. It's a lot different. They don't get it. So if he got it a little older, like a 30-year-old, but I'd cap at 29 for me, max.
29 for you? And
Yeah.
you're 20.
I'm 23.
23, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
My grandparents were only 10 years apart.
Really quick on
Yes.